Everybody, I'm going to be looking at the book Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1, Power and Responsibility. This is the very first Ultimate Universe comic collection ever. It first premiered in September 2000, cover date of October 2000, and this is the first 7 issues of the Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1 series. As you can see, they make a big deal how it's a reboot after 38 years of 616 continuity. And it gets a lot of praise about it, how it's a lot more of a modern-day Spider-Man, like what if Peter Parker was created for the first time today. I got this version of the book just based off luck, or unluck, because I don't really like this cover design for the book compared to the other ones. Open it up, nothing there. I'm not going to go through everything, but just to show you guys. Here are the chapters. First 7 issues gives you the titles of each one. And some, I don't know if that's only in this book version. The back of it here is again blank, but it talks to you about Marvel Essentials they have here, Essentials Spider-Man Volume 1 and X-Men and Wolverine. Some Ultimate X-Men, there's the Ultimate Spider-Man that I have right here in this video. Daredevil, Visionaries, Kevin Smith and Frank Miller. So you get, I don't know what this is, that seems kind of interesting. And then he has a foreword right here talking about writing it. Very fun to read in my opinion, so there is that. Of course, Spider-Man was first premiered in Amazing Fantasy issue 15 back in 1962. And this book, or this universe, premiered 2 years before the movie did, a little less than 2 years before the live-action Tobey Maguire Spider movie did. And here they made it so the Spider was at Oscorp, an Oscorp experiment, and Peter's class was taking a tour there. And he got bit by a spider like that, and that's kind of the more modern, more used one nowadays, like they use it in this spectacular Spider-Man cartoon. Of course, that spider bites Peter. He starts going crazy, not really going crazy, but fainting a lot, getting his spider powers, and Norman Osborn sees that, hey, this is gonna be killing Peter Parker, so, you know, let's kill him before there's an autopsy done on his body and we get in trouble. But of course, it actually is like he survived and his cells are going back or reversing, so they're improving, and that's why he has powers and spider-like stuff and all that. Of course, Uncle Ben does not die in the very first issue. He survives until issue 5 or the end of issue 4. But yeah, Peter fights Flash Thompson. I like how Flash Thompson and Harry Osborn are in high school with Peter Parker. I mean, Flash Thompson was always in high school with Peter Parker, so I guess just Flash Thompson. This is also the classmate Kenny Kong's first appearance. Is in the Ultimate Universe in here. And yeah, Uncle Ben is a lot more laid back and down to earth. You really do feel bad that he dies, and you actually love his character in this. Crusher Hogan is a bit more modern. I mean, I don't really ever care for Crusher Hogan. In fact, I think I like him more in the Amazing Universe than here. I mean, and of course there's I think this is in the Spider-Man PS4 game as an alternate suit, so the wrestler Spider-Man suit from the Ultimate Universe. Of course, there's a little bit of change, like Peter Parker plays basketball for the school team, and when it comes to the main villain of this is the Green Goblin, Norman Osborn Green Goblin. He actually kills his wife and attacks Harry, or goes after Harry. I forget if it's explained why in the future stories. The burglar stuff, it's very just like 616, could have stopped him, didn't, and he learns about his great responsibility. Oh, I like how they have Captain Stacy here being the one that night instead of it just, you know, being a random person. I think that's a lot better. They also make references to other Marvel characters in this story. So, like, I know the big 3 are Captain America, Daredevil, and the Kingpin of Crime. They might make a few, but I just forget off the top of my head. And yeah, this is a big iconic scene here. Spider-Man publicly, full costume with webs on it, fighting the Ultimate Green Goblin right here. And this, I don't really like, I don't know, I think I like this, I know I like the 616 design a whole lot more than this one. So, there he is. Of course, when it comes to Spider-Man wrestling, I forgot to mention, but when they make it so that someone stole money and that's why they blame Spider-Man, his wrestling career stops because of that, I think that's a lot more... That's a lot better than just originally he just stopped doing it because of the paychecks or something. Anyway, this Green Goblin has no glider. He just is a big monster and he throws fireballs. And Norman Osborn basically did the same experiment to himself, what accidentally happened to Peter Parker. So, from what I understand just by reading this again, I have volume 4, of course, I have volumes 1 through 6. This is Norman Osborn being more Norman Osborn. I don't really know, but also I don't really like how only his head is green. That's kind of weird, but it's whatever, I guess. Here's issue 7, Spider-Man fighting the Goblin. But yeah, it's a really fun read. Things wrap up really fast though. In fact, issue 7 at the end of this is the fastest issue to get through because it's mostly just action right here. Like, stops, there's this one page right here, or I guess 3 pages, and that's it. So, that's Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1. Of course, this story was done by Brian Michael Bendis and art by Mark Bagley. I think Mark Bagley is a great artist also, even back before the turn of the decade. This is the end of issue 1, this picture right there. Just off the top of my head, comparing it to the movie, I think I like the movie more. I've never really been the biggest fan of Ultimate Spider-Man after I've read the other stuff. It's probably because Ultimate Spider-Man stories were the real first introduction I had to Spider-Man, besides the really early Marvel Essentials. So I don't know if I usually rank these, I kind of forget, but I would give this a... I'm not going to rank it. That's just my overview of the book. I'm surprised it wasn't as long as I thought it would, but I guess there's only 7 issues and they're really fast to get through. I guess just for fun, this book is $14.95. I don't know if it was worth that price. I know I didn't buy it for that price. I bought it for less. So I guess this is a good time to kind of shout out my Instagram. My main one is called Scarlet Spider 01, but the one when it comes to my comic reviews that I post on here, and then I post some more stuff on my other Instagram, it's called Super Sam 1000. So if you're interested in a little bit more detail on the actual book, I suggest you go over there. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great time looking over this book, and have a good day. Well, I thought that was the end, but I forgot to say a few more important things about this. So, first off, Mary Jane and Peter Parker know each other before the series even starts out. They're in high school together, instead of just meeting each other when Peter's in college in issue 42, at the end of issue 42. Liz Allen is also in here, and she's not really that big of a deal, if I remember, even throughout the whole series. I mean, she becomes a Firestar in the future, or this universe's version of Firestar, I think so. And she also had a crush on the Human Torch and stuff like that. I don't think we ever see what Harry Osborn's mom looks like. Norman Osborn's wife. We just see her arm. After probably the biggest, and there's this Mr. Shaw guy. I have no idea if he returns. I think he dies, but oh no, I think he returns in the Hobgoblin arc, right? But basically he's here. This is his first appearance also. He becomes, I guess, a little bit more important. There's this spider-looking thing. Oh yeah, the circles here, like the 2 zeros, are what Peter Parker's jersey has on the front. Where is it? There's a big, cool moment. Of course it's Spider-Man, so assuming that, where is he? Give me a second. Yeah, right here. I think it's issue 2. Dr. Octopus first appears, and he takes Peter Parker's blood without permission because Norman Osborn wants to test this. So it's cool that he's here early on and working in Oscorp. I always liked that. Kind of glad they didn't do it in the movies though. There's the 00 on Peter's shirt. During the accident, Dr. Octopus, let me zoom in on the, as you can see, he has his famous mechanical arms, and then during the accident, they're fused to his body. And he returns in volume 3. So I just wanted to point those few things out, very cool, and thank you for watching.